So there's a moment where you were making a lot of money, 17 years old, selling decks, 6 figures. And then there was a moment where you had the home with the awesome skate ramps in the back. And then there was a moment where that all got torn down.
Yeah.
What happened in between making the money, affording the home and the ramps, and then having to tear that place down?
You mean like why did that happen?
Yeah.
I mean, a number of things. I think that mostly skating had sort of went back underground. The bubble of popularity had burst, and all the skate parks were closing because they couldn't afford liability insurance. That was a big factor in all of that. There were dozens of skate parks across the country, but they were all private facilities. You had to pay to use them, and then at some point, their liability insurance was untenable. So they started closing. Skating went more street, underground, far less popular, but still moving along. And for me, I was considered an older vert skater. Vert skating was no longer cool or accessible. Like there's no vert ramps around. And I was all of 25, and it was just like, what do I do? And so I had to sell the house. Like I had to tear down the ramps because we had to sell the property because I just couldn't afford it anymore. But to answer your question, my royalty checks based on board sales were starting to get cut in half every month.
Wow.
That's how drastic.
Got it. So this was like
decrease
happening
was.
fast.
Very fast, yeah. And salaries that I had from other sponsors, shoe sponsors and whatever, were the same, getting cut in half or just done.
So what at that point you must have thought
that was it. And
my skate career is over.
I had a video editing system, an early sort of primitive one for home use, but I could use it, and so I started taking odd jobs doing video editing for a minute.
So at 25 ish, 25-ish, your skate career is what you believe is coming to an end.
Yes. Yeah. But all along I was still skating.
Of course.
Because it always provided me so much enjoyment. So I would go to whatever ramp was in town. In fact, a competing skate brand had a ramp in San Diego at the time, and I used to just beg them to skate theirs.
Let me skate.
Yes.
Let me skate.
Yeah.